Hello everyone, my name is Youngblood, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. When last we left off, we were trying to impress Natsuki, but we ended up impressing Sayori instead, by accident. So this time, I think I'm actually gonna go try to impress Yuri, because, I don't know, like, I liked her poem better. I feel bad for Natsuki, because we all kind of ganged up on her last time, but, I don't know, I like Yuri better. So we're gonna pick some words. Okay. We're off to a bad start, but I think this is the word that Yuri is gonna like the most. See, I was right. Alright, let's see. What else we got? So last time I impressed Sayori by accident, and that's why we had, like, the whole scenario with her, which is not what I was going for, so I'm gonna try to not pick Vertigo? Would Yuri like Vertigo? Apparently Yuri loves Vertigo. Fester? Yeah, see? There you go. I actually replayed this game because I got a new computer. Cry? I feel like that's something that's Sayori would like. See? I got... why does she like Grief? She's so all over the place. Disaster. Sweet. So I had to play this game again because I got a new computer and I didn't have my old save, so I kind of got it to the same spot I was, but I found out that the scenes change depending on which girl you impress the most. So, Unrequited? No, that's definitely a Sayori one. Tears. Dang it! Okay. Hopeless. What? I'm picking, like, the darkest thing I can think of. Broken. See, this happened last time. I was trying to pick words that I thought Natsuki would like, and it ended up being Sayori. Now I'm trying to impress Yuri. Now it's Sayori. She's everywhere. Horror. That's gotta be Yuri. Yes! Okay. Scars. This makes no sense. Let's go with Nightgown. That was Natsuki. Melancholy? Okay. Okay. Cause Yuri likes the depressing emo stuff. She's an edgelord. And edgelords like death. Sayori, stop trying to be an edgelord. You are not an edgelord. Misfortune? Why? Why? Why does she like all these things? Empty. I'm gonna impress Sayori again by accident. Depression. That's gotta be. I don't understand. I don't understand. I do not understand. I don't know, electricity. What sense does that make? Whisper. I guess Natsuki liked that one. I don't know with this game. Also, I know this game came out a while ago, and I've miraculously been able to avoid most of the spoilers. I'm kind of impressed. But another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. It's almost as if the game is built around these club meetings. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. I took a nap, like the second day of my club. How much more comfortable can you be than that? Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me, which is a bunch of desks. I do not remember any of the names I gave these people. Okay. Hi, Youngblood! Yo, Sayori! Looks like you're in a good mood today. It's because I picked all the words you liked when I was writing my poem by complete accident. Hehehe. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. I'm not used to this thing. It fills me with joy. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Same, Sayori. It took me so long to get my setup going that I still haven't eaten dinner. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Dude! Snack? You heard the word snack and you're saying no thanks? Me? I keep forgetting that this is me. Even though I'm not making the choices, it's technically me. That's what a thank you! Thank you! That's not like you at all! I have my reasons. Chin stroke. Stop being emo and go get a snack. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Oh, I think my face cam just turned off. Yep. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? That's creepy. Why that? All of a sudden. No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. It's a cute purse. Sayori cannot speak. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. See dog jump. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. So she was gonna make me buy her a snack. I'd buy her a snack. I buy my friends snacks all the time. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. You know an awful lot about- I know an awful lot about her habits. That's creepy. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. Same. And so that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. Yeah, don't make her feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. That is the least true statement I have heard. Well, not all day. In like the past 20 minutes. Yuri suddenly giggles. Ha! Didn't see you there, Yuri. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Why? Okay, this is kind of weird. I feel like I'm calling the shots before they're actually happening, and I swear, I've not gotten this far in the game yet. Like I said, I've avoided the spoilers. I guess I don't need to, like, me saying that I haven't played it just makes it sound like I've played it. I'm gonna stop talking now. Except I'm gonna keep talking, because that's the game. Boy, am I digging a hole. Her face is in her book, as always. Oh, so I gotta have a better representation of Yuri. Pardon me. Was that more or less creepy than me knowing that Sayori was gonna borrow money? I don't know. Let's continue. I wasn't listening or anything. Then how'd you know we were having a conversation? It was just something in my book. Yes. The cuckoo. Hilarious. Yuri! Tell Youngblood to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Yeah. You hear that? Me? And frankly, after pulling mischievous, wow, I cannot speak, little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Ooh, harsh, Yuri. Did I just... I didn't mean that. Yuri's like a hidden savage. I love it. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Revolution! Retribution? Wow, I just really peaked my microphone. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? She's right. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. She is the devil! After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. Whoa! Way to rat her out! But you wouldn't have come here if it weren't for the cupcakes. True. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Wow, now who's digging a hole? Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. How much credit do you deserve? You're kind of a jerk, dude. Me. Whoa! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Okay, I was a little worried that my person had slapped her, and I was gonna slap me. Ow! What was... Eh? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. So can someone throw a cookie at me, please? Ah! Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Natsuki, hey! I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Haha. Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy! Sayori hugs the cookie, and not the maker of the cookie, like a normal person would. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good! Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue! You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Imagine what she'd go through over 3 cookies! Anyways. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fair point. Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. It's kind of creepy how she, like, moved, but her, like, image is not moving. Like, it's still in the same, like, pose. Exactly like that. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Oh, you were planning that. I told you she's the little devil. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away safely. See, that's what I'm talking about. It just kind of slides. Yuri and I laugh as well. Ha! 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 That was Yuri. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? If I know, I wouldn't know, because I don't have a say in anything my character does. Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. Oh, so I know nothing. Cool. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. A what? What does she have? She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Yeah, excuse me? I am twice as desirable as Monica. That sounded weird. Suddenly, the door swings open. I don't like this. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, okay. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chooses the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. What are you looking at me for? Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. Alright. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Who plays piano in study hall? Is this something... People who went to public school, please tell me, do you play piano in study hall? Because maybe it's because I was homeschooled, but I think that's weird. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't, really. I've just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Again, what are you looking at me for? Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That's me. That sounds cool. I apparently have a deep voice now. I'd also look forward to it. And apparently my deep voice gives me a double chin. The epitome of manly. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Youngblood. Thank you. Okay, you just made the entire rest of the classroom disappear. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Well, we had a food fight, kind of. Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. That's a big word for me to say correctly. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. It doesn't take that long to eat a cookie, unless it's like huge. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. Finally! But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh, music change. That's serious business. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. I was looking at your book. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. We're in love. We get married the next day and have 2.5 children. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her books. Ah, okay. The opposite of what I just said. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. I'm not brushing up so we can talk about it or anything. Heh heh. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? So she can lend one to people, obviously. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them. It's 2-for-1 sale. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. Maybe the fact that she bought one of those copies for me. I'll definitely start reading it soon. You've been here for a few days, you haven't even started reading it? I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? If it's about demons, I'm going to be very worried about you, Yuri. What's it about, anyways? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Get back where you belong! There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. Whoa, spoilers! That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. Do you know this girl by now? She is not into nice story. So that dark turn came from nowhere. I feel like that's foreshadowing. Is this foreshadowing? That's foreshadowing, isn't it? Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Okay, now I'm very worried about her. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Youngblood? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. I'm very invested in this girl, obviously. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's always the quiet ones, man. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. So does walking on your hands. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. Yeah, that's some depth. I can appreciate that. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. You're fine. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. I don't like that side eye. I mean, it's kind of cute, but it's also very disturbing. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Same. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Dude, same. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. Dude, okay, Yuri, this is a visual novel. It's all about you talking, so don't worry about it. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. Thank you. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. Haha, what are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? Something tells me it's most definitely not. I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You've already sat down, so you seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. Aww. That is, reading in company with someone else. Or with someone. I didn't read that right. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Because I usually read kind of like this. And I do this woo sound. It helps me concentrate. Don't laugh at that. That wasn't funny. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. That means she's reading over your shoulder, dude. It's not a particularly bad thing. Really, because I hate that. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I told you, she's reading over your shoulder. Am I still recording? Okay, cool. Yuri, you really do apologize a lot, don't you? I'm adding words to this sentence, because why not? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... That's a dangerous loop right there. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. What if one of you is a faster reader than the other? How are you going to be able to tell when the other person's done reading? Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Aww. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Whoa. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. So, okay, wait. I'm seeing like 3 hands here. So that's me, that's her. Okay, I gotcha. I do the same with my right arm on the other side of the book. It's like you're the same person! That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb and after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. See, that side-eye! I don't like that! Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
You're so nice. Who wouldn't be patient with you? I'll fight them. Yeah. Thanks. Oh, I forgot my character has ulterior motives. Well, I would be patient with you even if I didn't have ulterior motives. I mean, I don't have ulterior motives. My character does. I'm gonna stop talking now. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. I thought that said by my own Voltron for a second. I need to hydrate. We continue the first chapter in silence. By the way, I only have a plastic water bottle because my water bottle is dirty. I want to make that clear because I do not like plastic water bottles because I am a hippie. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Calm down there, high school boy. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Senpai. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. It's your life falling apart no matter what you do.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But Youngblood, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her.
Not as much as your whole family falling apart.
That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden?
That it's kind of cute. Okay, everyone. Monica, come on. You are the worst wingman.
I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Very romantic, Yuri. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright, I have homework. I stand up. I don't stand up because I'm comfy. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. I always forget when I do that. Ooh, who should I show my poem to first? Okay. I'm just gonna go in order this time.
Youngblood, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me.
I'm not hiding anything.
But your poems are so good. Yesterday's, and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before.
I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so...
No way! Not even Natsuki?
Especially not Natsuki. Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Whoa there, buddy. Whoa, wah! Wah! She is Waluigi now, apparently. Wa Sayori. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking? Like cooking! Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. What the heck is that supposed to mean? We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time.
I don't know if I understand.
Sigh. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? Wow, I went right from sweet to nice. I went 0 to 100 real quick. Is that still a relevant meme? If I'm using it, probably not. I pat Sayori's head. Was she your friend or is she a puppy?
Hey! I'm not a kid, you know.
Are you sure about that? I mean, you're in high school, so you kind of are? Maybe. Which is not a bad thing. It just is. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands.
Hey, Youngblood, will you give me your poem?
Yeah, okay.
I kind of want to keep it.
Oh, you want to keep it? Huh? Why?
Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me.
Sayori, you completely misunderstood. Just give her the poem, man. You already refused to get her a snack. I didn't write this for you. Sigh. I love how it's got the parentheses, which means I'm saying sigh. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home.
Really?
Snap!
I broke my pencil!
Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me.
Sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. Sayori, calm down. I picked up a pencil.
I'm a little clumsy today.
Let's sit down, Sayori.
Yeah.
I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours.
Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Alright, what we got? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. Weird, but I'm still on board. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in comes my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to reach to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo. inside my head. That is very dark. I am worried about you, Sayori. Are you okay? Because that... Am I reading too much into this? Because that seemed kind of dark. I like the one about breakfast better. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Maybe she's the edgelord.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Kind of!
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way.
I don't like where this is going.
Even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
That's definitely foreshadowing, isn't it? Don't get ahead of yourself. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I don't like this. Sayori's had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Hey, same. Wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Her eyes are closed, dude. Alright, let's go with Natsuki next. I like your last one better. You didn't like the last one! Really? Well, yeah, I can tell you were a little more daring with this one. But you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy or add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Hey, that's your writing style. Yuri's head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Ha! Whoa. Okay, whoa. No, I don't want to install a new version of Stream Deck. Go away! Making a reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that's one way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion. But my opinion is the best opinion. What are you, the internet? I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. You are full of yourself, aren't you, Natsuki? Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. Okay, I thought I heard something. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of her words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. What's wrong with spiders? I can answer that. Never mind. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross, and the world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? Pardon me, more hydrating. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. You don't like Amy, because Amy likes spiders. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. This is about you and manga, isn't it? Eh? But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. This is true. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I like some weird things. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Alright, Yuri, you're up. You're up! Excuse me, let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Youngblood, how did you pick up on this so quickly?
I'm a natural, what can I say?
Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. Apparently, my poem is giving her a heart attack. What is this guy doing? His best. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess.
Oh, I appreciate you, Yuri!
It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Not unless you're writing comedy. Because you're a good writer, Yuri. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Maybe she doesn't have any friends, dude. Use your noggin! Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you.
Ah, the raccoon. It happened in the dead of night, while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlonian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. So you're the raccoon?
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies.
I mean, it kind of sounded like you're a gremlin that likes to eat bread late at night, and so you're calling yourself a raccoon, because that's kind of, well, that's how I relate to it, because I am a gremlin who eats bread in the middle of the night.
It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest?
She did?
Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into, as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right. I mean, did she really feel that way?
Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common.
That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Please don't tell her I said that.
Don't worry, I have no reason to. I've already looked at her poem. I'm done talking to her for the day.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
You're welcome, Yuri. Who should I show my poem to next? I don't know. Monica.
Hi again, Youngblood. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. Here's my nothing that I wrote. I give my poem to Monica.
Alright. Great job, Youngblood. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort.
Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway.
Why is your hair so long? How do you take care of that?
You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
She does!
Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness.
Okay. This is a direct tips on what words to pick. I don't like this.
Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I've never really asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. No, I don't want to read your poem.
Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me.
Okay, I know this game is going to go horribly wrong at some point. I don't know how, and I don't know what happens, but I think Monica has something to do with it. This is because there's a reason you can't, like, pick words that she likes, and you can only pick words that the other people like, and it's, like, but it's super slow in the build, and the slower it is, the more nervous I get, and stop being happy and cheerful, because it's scaring me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. Also, never be sorry if someone doesn't like your work. The only thing that's important is that you like your work. And that you enjoy your work. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. That's the second time magic has been mentioned in relation to you, Monica. You're a witch, aren't you? She's a witch! The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the... Hello? Okay, I thought someone was knocking on my door. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Ha-ha! Nope! 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 I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't like it one bit. I don't like even a little teensy ounce of this. Nope. Nope. We are saving right here. We're saving right now. We're saving a new game. I'm not taking any darn chances. With you, this one is trouble. This is the demon. You're the demon. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? I'm gonna turn the volume down a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. How loud? It doesn't need to be loud. It doesn't need to be that loud. What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. She's possessed. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. It's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Or we won't need. Sayori's been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing! Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. A poetry slam! Why didn't I think of that? Coffee shop. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Did you? Well, I did. Do you really think that's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I can never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. I remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to... Oh, okay, sorry. I saw something. I hit control and that shows me like where my mouse is. It's over there. And I thought it was the game doing some weird glitchy thing. It scared me. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event, and the piano did a weird thing there. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, that will inspire others to do the same. And the more people perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's all about expressing your feelings. Being intimate with yourself. I don't think we can perform with that, Sayori. Finding new horizons and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I literally have no choice. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. I feel like I'm hearing things. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Can't we just, like, give her a pass? Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika, this is too sudden. You're gonna perform them in front of Lord knows how many people at this festival. Like, start with us. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Thank you, Monika. That's exactly what I was saying. Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monika flips her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. I see a wall, I see dirty room. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes. What about Natsuki? Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's magic. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Very good. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good! Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay! I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Magic. Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori. What was that? Was that my computer, or did you guys see that?
Even Youngblood liked it.
I guess that's a good sign. Yeah, I am hard to please. What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean! Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay! Now, who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Youngblood. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Sure you can. Might as well let Youngblood lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Hey, don't want to brag, but I'm pretty good at that.
Natsuki?
It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. Hey, they're in order of height. More bars in more places. Doki Doki. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're standing at the podium?
Because you're presenting.
Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again.
Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, it's just how it is, so...
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well.
It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish playing tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. Wait, that's 3 days. We're gonna do all this in 3 days? Yeesh.
I can do this. I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ganbatte! Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. I know, it's adorable. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Stop!
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Youngblood. You don't have to say it.
Whatever. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
Ah, no wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
We could all walk home together. What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here. I get a choice! I get a choice, guys! Oh, jeez. Save game. Save game. Monica said to save game. We're saving game. Where does Yuri live? Do we even live nearby? I think I'd still walk home with Sayori if that happened. It'd be weird to make her walk home by herself. Sayori. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Bros before Yuri.
But she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, yours seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Youngblood. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted, so...
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Alright, we're gonna plow right through this because I have a feeling something is about to happen and I want to be here for it. But I'm gonna hydrate first. Alright, so Monica said that Yuri likes expressive words. And Sayori likes simple words. But, we are being given a tip on what the game thinks I want to do. So, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do the opposite of what the game thinks I want to do. This time, I'm gonna go for things I think Natsuki is gonna like, and we're gonna get it right this time. So, things that are cute, simple. Pink? There you go. Fun? Nope, that was Sayori again. Cute. Yes, okay. Doki Doki? I think this was Natsuki the last time I picked it. Yes, it was. Dance. Nope, that was Sayori. Love. No, imagination. Oh, okay, that was... Because she likes complicated things. Boop? Yes, okay. Candy. Yes. Flour. Nope. Sugar. Yes. Okay. Pleasure. That was Yuri. Papa? Yes. We're not picking that again. Cheer. Oops. Twirl? Yes. See, I'm getting the hang of this. Sparkle. Oh, if I thought I was. Puppy! Color. Nope. Rainbow, chocolate, cry. Chocolate. Yes. Kawaii. Play. Okay. Well, I got a lot nice, Natsuki.
Aw, man. I'm the last one here again.
Don't worry, I just walked in too.
Were you practicing piano again?
Yeah. That was convincing. I'm gonna put that in the list of things I believe.
You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano?
Piano?
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you.
If it wasn't for all of you.
And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival, too.
I can't wait for the festival. What's gotten into you? It's gonna be great.
Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki?
That's Natsuki for you. Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Fair enough. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid?
Squid?
That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? Yeah, are you saying you don't like squid, Monica? Come on! You, of all people?
I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people?
Because it's right in your name. Monica? Wait, is that one of those is Japanese for squid, and I don't know which one.
That's not how you say my name at all.
Also, that jokes make no sense in translation. Thank you. Huh?
Never mind.
She knows. She knows we're in a game. Everybody run!
Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay?
Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway.
Excuse me.
Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again.
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh? Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see?
Yeah, again, list of things I believe. Sayori shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, alright. No, not alright. Something is up. Find out what it is. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. Ooh. But the conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Was that always there? You can see my cursor. This closet, was this always open?
Youngblood, what's up?
Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today.
Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her.
Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk.
Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Youngblood. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. What if I'm the thing that's bothering her? But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself.
Are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone.
Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest.
Person of interest? What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Youngblood.
What? Me? What is she? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Because she knows it's a dating sim. Well, it's not a dating sim. It's a horror game disguised as a dating sim.
Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know?
Eh?
She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her.
What? Yeah, what? No way. Sayori is always like that. Always like that around me. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been.
You're so funny, Youngblood. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you?
Thank you.
I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway?
Everything.
I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now.
Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks around the room, across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Well, you guys are friends. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation of her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in the one next to her own.
I didn't mean to bother you or anything.
Relax, you didn't even do anything.
But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts.
Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that I was thinking like that?
Well,
she's a mind reader. She's a witch!
It's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that.
I mean, technically I've been staring at you this whole time.
In any
case, I guess you were right. I gotta do a little bit. I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Manly.
Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those willing to
Let's try that again. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. I need to go to bed.
Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen.
It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. She's a witch.
Sayori?
Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her.
Oh, that's quite romantic.
Huh?
Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid.
It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time. That's all.
I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings.
Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much.
Youngblood, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them.
So you think there might be something behind it after all?
I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she?
Well, I guess that was the case.
Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she?
I guess? But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze.
Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring,
Yeah, honest and caring. That's me. That's my character.
may uncover feelings you weren't all aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri. Senpai.
You're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I don't mean to brag. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you.
That's not a compliment, is it?
It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading?
Well, as long as you're okay with it.
No, I don't feel comfortable with it, that's why I suggested it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. Alright, I wrote something real cute this time. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. I'm gonna show it to Natsuki first, because I'm real excited for her to see this. I worked real hard on this. I thought of you, picked words that I thought you'd like, I strung them all together. Finally! This one. It's good! I was wondering how long it would take you. About 3 episodes. Alright! Yeah, seriously. Don't listen to what anyone else says. Especially Yuri. Whoa. Just keep writing poems like this. That's all you need. Are you sure that's not just what you want? Excuse me? You're talking to a pro, you know. Don't you think you should trust my opinion the most? No, not really. I guess that depends. Aren't you biased towards poems that are more simple and cute? Biased? Yep. Of course not. My opinion just happens to be the best. Once again, the internet. There's one thing I still can't tell. Is Natsuki actually self-aware of her spoiled behavior? At this rate, I don't know if I'll ever figure it out. Fair enough. I'm glad that you like my poem after all. Haha. I knew you'd finally understand. Just keep showing me your poems and you'll be a pro before you know it. Suddenly I want to impress Natsuki a lot less. Anyway, here's the one I wrote. Alright, I'll be your beach. Whoa, okay. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. I'm sorry, I'm reading this terribly. I've been up since like 7 this morning. And it's almost 10 o'clock now. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. Whoa, okay. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. That's beautiful. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. Sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere. So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. She wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. Ugh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. She just speaks from the heart, man. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical, too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Oh, that's it. Okay.
Decided to try something different today.
I guess so. Is that good or bad?
Well, neither. I have my preferences, but it would be unfair of me to call something good or bad based on that. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself.
That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another.
Why me?
Because you're... Well, I'm not going to say you're my favorite, but you're kind of my favorite. Don't tell the others, especially Monica. Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share.
Is that so?
Yuri thinks for a good minute.
That must be terrible.
Wait, what? Huh?
For me to become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me.
That's a great thing about you! Also, how do you keep your hair so long? You don't even keep it in a ponytail like Monica does. It's just everywhere. I have a wig that's that long, and it's horrible to deal with. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion.
I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions.
Don't even forget about it!
I'm just a little too used to it.
Overthinking?
Being disliked.
Who could dislike you?
Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on.
Alright. Do you want to share your poem now?
Okay. Here.
Beach. Who you calling the beach? A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. Where's my mouse? There it is. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently look at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I dig a moat. Every time I go to the beach, I'm always the moat digger. I dig the best moats. Probably because I'm so good at digging myself into holes. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate... Am I still recording? Okay. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. Alright. Oh, I have to click. Sorry, I gotta hang now. All of a sudden, I was trying to deal with it.
I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it.
Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it.
She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she?
I mean, she said what you would expect Natsuki to say.
She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while.
Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Alright. Sayori time. I'm gonna do Monica last. This is your best one so far.
It's really, really nice, Youngblood.
Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright?
Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today.
Do you want to nap or something?
No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face.
Well, I only have one mouth, so you're only gonna see one smile. Well, alright. It's this one.
Hey, Youngblood? I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does.
Well, I tried, and it didn't really work that well.
Or even Natsuki. But in the end...
Yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most.
Why?
Why'd the music stop?
You don't want to get closer with everyone else?
Wait. Of course I do.
But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori.
I know you have to sometimes put up with me. Sometimes. I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. Or so sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Or you're just like the catch-all for the words that don't fit Yuri or Natsuki, and so if I pick one that's not specifically them, it catches you. I don't mean that in a mean way. Sayori is nice. Sayori?
No. Youngblood, I don't deserve this.
What do you mean you don't deserve this?
You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this?
Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady. All of a sudden, don't cry, Sayori!
If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier.
Sayori! I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori. I probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. I don't either. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile.
It's nothing, Youngblood.
Don't tell me it's nothing. You were just crying to tell me nothing.
It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that.
I'm worried about her now. I'm extra worried.
I promise it won't happen again.
No! Talk to me! Girl!
Talk to me. Just smiles from everyone, okay?
No!
That's all that matters.
No!
Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
No, you're not! You get back here in this classroom, Sayori. Sayori.
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Sayori? Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Boy! No, no, stop the happy music. You stop the happy music, okay? Something's going on with Sayori, and so help me, if anything happens to Sayori, I will come through that screen and fight you. I don't know who I'm gonna fight. Probably Monica.
Hi, Youngblood. Have you thought about what you want to perform at the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? Yeah, I can't imagine performing in front of a bunch of people. I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. Let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
I like it.
Excuse me. Excuse me, that came out of nowhere.
I like it, Youngblood.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No.
I'm still talking in Sayori's voice.
It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein?
I have no idea who that is. Huh? Maybe a long time ago.
He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki's kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Alright. Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victims of the my nose itches. Victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more. This music does not fit this poem. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes, and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind.
You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. I didn't really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we all had the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we?
My tattoo itches. Don't scratch it, Youngblood.
Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures.
I think you'd know that better than anyone. Well, I do live in a 3D dimension. I'm a three-dimensional being, is what I'm saying. You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, that.
Yes, because she's a two-dimensional character.
Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase.
Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
Is it now? In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Sorry, got a notification.
It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around.
Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee.
Natsuki, please show some decency.
Everybody pees, Yuri. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all the times not to go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? She's got a point. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it.
Ooh.
That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people?
Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine.
What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so don't ignore my question.
Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri? Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No! No! That's not it at all! You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Youngblood. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It'd probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. Oh, don't make me do this! Don't make me do this! You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give to you. Wow, you make it sound so fun, Natsuki. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Playing the game! And I don't have a standing desk!
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Youngblood may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Youngblood to...
What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Guys, calm down. Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment.
In the end, I think it's up to Youngblood to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in...
You literally just said.
I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though.
Jeez. Can we just settle this already?
Yeah. Youngblood, you're okay with this, right?
Yeah, sure!
In the end, it's up to you.
Of course.
Very well. In that case...
Everyone looks straight at me.
Oh, I can spend the weekend with Sayori, but Sayori wants me to spend time with the others.
So if I pick her, I'm probably gonna make her upset. I'm gonna spend the weekend with Monica, because I don't want to pick between these two yahoos.
Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica.
Yay, you picked me! Hold on 1 second. Where'd the music go?
Yeah.
Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us.
But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Youngblood was the one who...
That doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. If anyone's scary, it's you, Natsuki. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club.
Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the one with ulterior motives.
Oh boy. Excuse me?
Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica.
Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, you know? We won't do as good a job if you make us work alone.
Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources.
Do I get a say in this? I'm part of the club. Why don't I just, I'll be cleanup duty. I won't do anything over the weekend, but I'll clean up everything afterwards. How's that sound, guys? So are you going to do the right thing, President?
Okay, I get it.
it's technically most logical for Youngblood to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Do I have a preference? I don't want to pick between the two of them. Fine, I'm gonna help Yuri, because Natsuki's kind of a jerk. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri.
Me?
Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying... Ugh. You'll be helping Yuri then, Youngblood? Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful.
That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? You've already asked her that. I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. Now I feel bad, because this is the second time that I've sided against her. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Youngblood? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? No one's yelling at Natsuki. Oh, now I feel really bad. I didn't even do anything.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room.
I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Youngblood picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so...
I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though.
Why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. What the heck? For some reason my camera just decided to stop, so I really hope I didn't just lose all my footage for that part of the game. I already know that, but you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad.
Natsuki isn't the only one who's surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event.
I believe you.
Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around.
Sorry. I realized I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend.
Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number?
I think that would be the best way, yes.
Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers.
Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday.
Eh? My house?
Is that a problem?
No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you.
I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house.
Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. Oh no. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are.
Don't underestimate yourself, Youngblood. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something.
I like you, Yuri, okay? You're a nice person. Most of the time. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you?
I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense.
Well, that was me.
Forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. Man,
I chose to help you because that's what I want to do.
But...
Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right?
I didn't realize.
I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while.
I believe you.
Yes. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression.
And I'm really looking forward to Sunday.
What about Saturday? Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door, and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Well, that's funny, my anxiety's already through the roof. Just baseline. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? I don't know, we're several episodes in. Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. I know the pacing of this game is really, really slow, and it's taking a lot of time to build up for something, but I have to be up at like 6 in the morning to go to work tomorrow, so also I'm losing my voice because this is a lot of talking. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. If you guys liked it, please hit the button that tells me you did. If you want more where this came from, feel free to subscribe. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Youngblood fixes hair for 10 minutes, not clickbait.